finally, Raw has come to Netflix. But was it good? Well, this is my review for Raw's premiere debut on Netflix. This is the high bitch Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. Let's run it down. We're gonna start off hot, baby. Let's get this out the way now. This is not gonna be in any type of typical order. I'm gonna try to keep order, but we'll see. We'll see, brother. Speaking of brother, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan thought he'd come out there and do his little brothers. Boy, did they embody the spirit of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, who's from LA area, from Cali. They embodied Kendrick Lamar. They said, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I'm your biggest hater. We do not F with Hulk Hogan at all, bro. He's a narcissist, selfish, just manipulative piece of crap. Straight up, no chaser. LA stood 10 toes down. I'm so happy for y'all. Also, I don't know if you knew this, Hulk Hogan is a racist. All right, let's actually start the show. I want to get that piece of shit out of the way. Let's actually talk about the actual show. Raw on Netflix, the debut. Start off the show. First of all, the production with the drones and everything, the lighting, the new announce table setup, all that fire. Now, with that being said, it started off with a nice little tribute. Not really a history of Raw, but a history of the wrestling business. Like, it was a tearjerker with a tear in my eye. This was the greatest moment of my life. Great intro. They did a whole stage reveal. They did a whole ring reveal. Of course, Triple H. Who else is gonna start off the first ever Raw on Netflix? Now, it was a little worried because, you know, Triple H could take his time, like it's Black Church, and give us a 20-minute long promo like he used to do back in the day. I am the game in the middle of this ring. But luckily, we didn't get that. He kept it short and sweet, like EO Sky. What up, EO? Anyway, he kept it short and sweet. Welcome to Raw on Netflix. Yeah, Pyro almost killed him. Pyro everywhere. Then who comes out but the final boss, The Rock. I'm like, of course you start off the very first Raw with the greatest of all time. I don't mince my words. The greatest of all time. Better than Stone Cold, better than Hulk Hogan, better than Shawn Michaels. He is the greatest of all time. But he didn't show that here because I thought we were seeing the final boss, but we got The Rock. Scratch that. We didn't even get The Rock. We got Dwayne Johnson here. The Rock basically was a low-key host to where he's welcoming everybody. Welcome to Netflix execs. Welcome TKO board. Welcome all the new fans and all this. I'm like, what is going on? What is this? What is this? No, I want my own final boss cussing every 3 seconds, making people bleed. Rock, what is this? No, I want my final boss back. But we didn't get that. He shout out everybody. He even shouted out Cody Rhodes. And this is where, in real time, this pissed me off. So we spent all of last year, not all last year, but we spent last year building the story of The Rock versus the people, The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. Only for The Rock to be like, oh yeah, by the way, shout out to Cody Rhodes. He put the company on his back. I'm like, what the fuck? And Cody's in the crowd like a jabroni. I'm like, oh, that Rock. He's like, what's up with that? So we're just going to negate everything that happened last year. Him coming out there being a heel, running down the product or running down the fans or running down the wrestlers. Maybe it doesn't make sense on your very first Raw on Netflix for the casual fan or the new viewer or the old viewer that haven't been watching a while. He needed to be the cheerleader, okay? The Rock was a cheerleader that night. That's a hell of a visual. Rock, yay! Like, it can't be any worse than the Tooth Fairy, so. But, like, The Rock had to be the cheerleader that night, okay? He had to big up everybody, glaze everybody. That was his role that night, and he needed to be in front of the camera because, The Rock loves the camera. So, it served everyone except the actual hardcore wrestling fan that was watching the product last year and really loved the Final Boss character. So, but I'll give them a pass right now. But still, I feel a way that they didn't at least acknowledge the tension and the feud and rivalry that he had with Cody last year. In my opinion, at least if you're going to have them mend their differences, or if you're going to have them get over and call a truce, do it in the ring. Have Cody interrupt The Rock like The Rock interrupted Cody last year. And have Cody, say, hey, last year you said you want to smoke. Well, what's up? Everybody say what's up. I want to see R-Truth. Did we get to see R-Truth? We didn't see R-Truth, did we? I'm shocked we didn't get to see R-Truth. Everybody say what's up. And you feel me saying it and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I see why R-Truth does that. That's a fun song. So yeah, if I was doing this again, we don't, from the looks of it, we don't know what The Rock is doing. He could be just being nice for a day. They're just going to build to whoever match is going to do at WrestleMania. Or he could not be coming back at all and just would be like, hey, I'm here, guys. Shout out to WWE. Shout out to the fans. Okay, I'm gone now. I'm going to make more, C+ movies. Like, who knows? But at least I would have addressed the night after WrestleMania last year. Have Cody interrupt The Rock. Cody go out there, say what's up. Everybody say what's up. Okay, I'm not going to do it again. I heard you wanted to smoke. What's up? And The Rock is like, you know what? After last year, I had time to see you and how you carry the company. And even though I don't like you, I respect you. And you know what? As of right now, my focus is on the match that is about my lineage, about my history. And that is Roman versus Solo. So therefore, as of right now, we're good, right? And so Rock puts his hand out. Cody, kind of like, see, that's what I didn't like about Cody. This is what I don't get about the character of Cody. He's having a truce with all the guys that made his life hell over the past 2 years. He's fine with Roman now. He's fine with The Rock. This is what Kevin Owens is talking about. This is why Kevin is right. # Kevin is right. Cody had no hesitation. He didn't flinch. He's up kissing and hugging The Rock. I'm like, I don't understand it. So to me, again, if I'm booking this, I'm having Cody Rhodes interrupt The Rock. The Rock call a truce, put his hand out. Cody is hesitant, but then shakes his hand. And as soon as they're about to break apart, Cody says, oh yeah, by the way, I'm here to give you this back, whatever it was. I believe it was like a watch, whatever he put in his hand the night after WrestleMania, and says, when you're ready, I'll be here waiting, right? And The Rock says, oh, trust me, when I'm ready, you'll know. So at least you'll tease it, even if you're not going to do it. At least tease it. I just understand. I just understand why you couldn't at least do. I mean, it was a 3.5 hour show. It's not like you didn't have the time. And now Solo comes out, and we get Solo versus Roman again. The production with the drone shots and again the announce table. You ain't got to worry about that breaking ever again. You ain't got to worry about those little IKEA announce tables breaking again. So they're sturdy, bro. They're sturdy like Megan Thee Stallion knees. So Roman and Solo have their match. Fine match. A Roman match by this point is going to be very slow. The only thing we didn't really get is Roman talking trash, which has kind of been his shtick over the past 4 or 5 years. So that's the only thing I was kind of missing. I missed Roman just beating up his opponent and just talking trash. We didn't really get that. I understand because he's the babyface now, so Solo is the one that's taking charge. I would like at least a little bit of it. But it was a fine match. It didn't pick up till the last 10 minutes to where we had, the Avengers come out there, interrupt. You had, the Bloodline come out there, Jacob Fatu, Tua. You had Uso, Sami Zayn come out there, and they had a lot of false finishes, which I bit on. Like when they started doing the finishers, I started to be like, oh. So they did their job, and in the end, Roman won. Cool. I didn't really care who won. I just want to see what they're going to do. So Roman wins. I guess we're done with Tribal Chief Solo. I don't know what you do with him from here. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, and then before Paul Heyman could put the Ulafala on Roman Reigns, The Rock comes out. Slow walking, very menacing almost. So I'm like, oh, maybe that what he did in the beginning of the show was an okie doke. They do a little stare off. The Rock takes his glasses off, and everybody just very tense, and everybody just looking around like, oh God, Paul Heyman's in the middle, you know, and it's like, okay, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? And The Rock takes the Ulafala and puts it on Roman Reigns and just stands in the corner like, yep, cool. So I'm like, again, since we don't know the stats of The Rock being at WrestleMania, even if he's not going to be at WrestleMania, I still wanted y'all to at least do something with The Rock. In my brain, I'm like, have The Rock be in the corner, Roman Reigns throwing up the ones, and then the cameraman is on The Rock, but The Rock is seen looking like this, and the cameraman's like, who's The Rock looking at? Like, what's distracting The Rock from giving praise to Roman Reigns, who is officially your tribal chief? And he looked, and the camera pans over to The Rock's mom. And The Rock is just staring in the eyes of The Rock. And she's like, give him like the head nod, like, yo, what's... And Rock just, and they pan back over to The Rock, and The Rock would be like, you know, just doesn't even say anything, just be like, okay, just to give something, just a little something, right? And then they pan back over to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns turns around, and The Rock is like, so at least you give a tease of something. Even if you don't do it this year, at least you show that The Rock's mom is like, yo, isn't that supposed to be yours? Why are you allowing Roman to have? I just would prefer something. They give us nothing. Okay. Let me get this out the way now. We had a lot of cameos. We had a lot of wrestlers in the crowd watching the show. We had a lot of celebrities, you know, waving to the camera, and I'm like, bro, I don't care that Macaulay Culkin is at. Well, actually, Macaulay Culkin was actually got the biggest pop of the night. Like, that's kind of crazy, but I respect Macaulay Culkin. Actually, I really like Macaulay Culkin. Actually, I popped too. I ain't gonna hold you. Pause. Like, he's like, yeah, Macaulay Culkin. He had the hat on. He did a little raise up, like. He was like, yeah, Macaulay Culkin. I don't know why we all did that, but all of us like, yeah, Macaulay Culkin. But outside of that, yeah, like, you didn't need to show every celebrity. Like, this is a Vince, like, this felt so much like Vince, like, showing all the celebrities there. It gave me PTSD of the old Raw celebrity guest host, to where you would show all these celebrities shilling their product or just want to get TV time. And I'm like, I don't care about these people. I don't care. Like, I could not care less about what celebs are watching the product. I'm watching it. Clearly, I care about the product. I'm watching it. Why didn't it show me everybody? It's just like, oh my God. And it's just like, this feels so much like Vince. It's like, I don't understand this trope of showing, like, we already have The Rock. You're not gonna find anybody bigger than The Rock unless you have Will Smith or like Denzel come in there. Like, I don't know why we need to show anybody, you know, watching the product. Like, I don't know. So then we had the world title match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Finally, this feud is over. Rhea had a fine match. It didn't blow my socks off. Pause. It was a fine match. The match they should have had 3 months ago. The match they should have had at Bad Blood. This is where the feud should have ended, at Bad Blood. But it is what it is. But yeah, Rhea beat Liv clean. Done, stamped it, boom, out of there. Mommy back on top. I know a lot of you, a lot of y'all like that. Nut-ass freak ball. But yeah, mommy back on top, like where she should be. Even got revenge on Dom. This feels final. Like, we're done. We're done with this whole feud. The revenge tour of Liv is over. Pack it up like Drake. Pack it up, get out of here. So, and then Rhea, as she's celebrating, goes to the top of the ramp, and we hear the Dong. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is Undertaker about to challenge for the women's world heavyweight title? What is happening? And according to his views on on MAGA, maybe he should, because he's acting very, no, I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, so, yeah, Undertaker goes out there, does his little rodeo, goes out there in his bike, and I am American Badass. Undertaker gives a nod to Rhea to do the little arm thing. I'm like, cool, whatever. They didn't really need it, but whatever. So then John Cena comes out there, and John Cena did his typical quirky, corny promo, you know, thank you, Netflix, thank you, fans, thank you. Like, okay, all right, I get it, we're on Netflix. Does everybody that does a promo have to say that we're on Netflix? We're on Netflix. We paid the $6.99 or the $15.99 without ads, like, which is egregious. You should have to pay $15 not to have ads. I don't understand that with YouTube, with Netflix. I don't understand it. Like, hot damn, capitalism is a motherfucker. But anyway, so John Cena does his prototypical, you know, rah-rah speech, and then he starts saying, hey, I haven't won a match in 2,000 some odd days, so me winning my 17th world title is not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I would need a miracle. And then he was like, you know, I would have to win like Money in the Bank, or I don't know, Elimination Chamber, or the Rumble. Wait, maybe I should go win the Rumble. Like, I like how they did it. It even got me to cheer. The way he set it up, it even got me to cheer. For those that don't know, I have not been a John Cena fan for a long time. Go watch my video I did the day I turned on John Cena, or why John Cena will not be the GOAT videos. Like, I can't. It's like just part of my DNA cannot cheer for John Cena, but at least it got me to at least a little bit it popped me a little bit, pause, to be like, oh yeah, you know, cool. You know, I like the way he set it up, okay? But this is where I'm disappointed is he set that up, hey, I'm gonna enter the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna try to win the title at WrestleMania, whatever. And then he leaves. I'm like, so you don't have anybody interact with John Cena? John Cena, Peacemaker? You don't have any up-and-coming guy interact with John Cena? Like, this is where I expected to at least get maybe like a Braun Breaker. At least I expected to get like a Braun Breaker instead of having him in the crowd, your IC champion. Maybe you have him on the show, interact with one of your biggest stars of all time, and John Cena. Like, create a moment, do something, spear John Cena. Like, but they don't do that with Braun Breaker. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe Gunther will come out. Gunther doesn't come out, your world heavyweight champion, who hasn't been mentioned at all for like the past 2 weeks as they've been building up Raw on Netflix, hasn't been mentioned at all. They did a little video package. It was cool. But I'm like, if you watch this show, you would not know that Gunther has been that dude. Even though I don't like what they did with his character, but the fact that you didn't even have him appear in person and did a video package for Gunther, your world heavyweight champion, like damn. Even Cody was out there. You could have had Gunther be out there? That's wild. So I really feel the way. I thought you could have used the opportunity to do an interaction between him and an upcoming star or a current champion. And I just like, damn. So, okay, so we're just not going to build anything up for next week. We're not going to build anything up for Royal Rumble. We're just going to, okay, cool, whatever. And so following this, it might not have been directly after, but sometime during this, Roman Reigns is walking to his locker room. Paul Heyman is glazing him, which he's doing what he's supposed to do, and saying like, when should we honor you, my tribal chief? When should we honor you? And he says January 27th. So I believe that's the Raw before Royal Rumble. So apparently he's going to be on Raw, which Roman Reigns is one of the biggest stars in the company. So of course he's going to be on Raw. And so we'll see. I guess we'll find out what he's doing at Royal Rumble here. So we have that to wait for, I guess. And then once he went into the locker room, they closed the door. They showed 2K25. Everybody like, yay! So like, cool. Hopefully that drops soon. I can't wait for that. And so we have Drew versus Jay. Actually, it was the best match of the night so far. It started off hot. Jay coming out. Man, Jay is so over, dog. Got Travis Scott there smoking up, lighting one. I'm like, yo, okay, we're really on Netflix now. Like a light, like a light. Like anyway, yeah. So, but yeah, Drew and Jay have a very solid match. I really liked their match, to where Jay kept fighting back, but but then Drew just overpowered him. Drew had the match won, but Drew's own arrogance cost him the match as he got too cocky. Jay was down for the count. Drew was going for a Claymore. Jay fell down to the floor. Drew was like, oh, I got this. Got pinned by, like, flash pinned or whatever you call it, by Jey Uso. Jey Uso actually won versus Drew, which I'm fine with. I know a lot of people want Drew to just beat everybody so that can lead up to him and potentially him and Roman. I get that, but I was really fine. I think Drew loses nothing here. He's kind of been dominant outside of the CM Punk feud. He's kind of been, untouchable all year. So I think Drew losing here doesn't do anything against Drew. They can have Drew come back next week and just demolish Jay. So I think it's fine. I think Jay getting an important win on the very first Netflix is dope. It's fine. Drew just got an important win on Saturday Night's Main Event versus Sammy. So I don't mind it. I know some people might mind it. I'm cool with it. I'm not that irked about it. So now we have the main event, the true main event of the evening: CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And boy, this is what Raw on Netflix needed. This is what this show needed, because most of the show has kind of been mid. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this match right here, nigga, this was a pay-per-view PLE quality match. Great storytelling. It was a fight. It was a brawl. They brawled in the crowd. They were talking shit. Like, this is what a blood feud should be. This is why CM Punk and Seth is the best in the world. CM Punk kept getting GTS'd by Seth. Like, this is where you know it's a blood feud, when they keep doing each other's finishers. That was dope. I just like the tease of Seth keep going for the stomp. CM Punk get out the way, did his own stomp. And then the ending sequence of CM Punk finally getting the GTS after kicking out of everything. Seth was so frustrated. They're telling that story that he can't put CM Punk away. So Punk finally hits the GTS of his own. Rollins goes into the ropes, spins around. CM Punk is laying on the mat, knees down, and Seth lays on CM Punk. Is finding it to be almost poetic that they did the same thing with John. He did the same thing with John Moxley in AEW on Brawl Out when he regained the title. So he hits a second GTS with Seth. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins. Now me, I didn't really care who won. Of course, I'm team CM Punk, but for me, I was fine either way, either Seth winning or Punk winning. But Punk winning, I do think is the right call. He's the bigger star. He's the guy everybody loves more than this Seth. So I think he's probably going to be gunning for Gunther at the Rumble, I would think. But we'll see. But yeah, this is what this show needed. Again, this show lacked just moments. It just didn't have any moments. It didn't feel like the shows we've been getting over the past 2 years or so. This felt what's crazy is my final thoughts. The wrestling felt like Triple H. The pop and circumstance and everything else felt like Vince. Like this felt like a Vince type of show that he would have booked. And that's just crazy because I haven't felt that way in a very long time. I don't know, I think maybe we got our hopes up too much also. We thought we was going to get all these surprises and we didn't really get that. Again, we didn't even get really any interactions between the legends and in the current roster. Rock hugging people, and like I just thought this could have been a way better show. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Welcome to the hot bitch. There's Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.